It's Monday, which means it's my favourite lesson of the week. It is time for me to fail at teaching you all Spanish. Now, before we get started, I did, in my Zoom class with Germany, find out that it's someone's, or maybe it was the assembly, I can't remember. I did find out it was someone's birthday, and I said to them that I would say happy birthday in Spanish. I regret that decision, but here we go. So, you know who you are. Happy birthday in Spanish to this person. Feliz cumpleaños. Now let's hear how it should be said.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Feliz cumpleaños. See, not too bad. I thought that was quite impressive, really. Right, today, lesson 2, we're going to be carrying on looking at verbs. And we're going to be, remember that puedo means I can or I am, okay? And we're going to be looking at a few more verbs today. But before we carry on with that, what I want you to think about is, can you remember any of the verbs we looked at last week? So, have a pause now. You might have notes from last lesson, so have a look back through them, okay? Pause video, have a look, and come back to me now. So, if I said to you, for example, vaya or vaya, can you remember what that is? If I said cortina, can you remember what that is? Okay, so today we're going to be looking at 5 more verbs for different things. I'm going to be doing it very similarly to how we did it last time. I'm going to say it, and it's really important when we learn a new language that you say it as well. So please, when I say for you to say the word, please do it a good few times. It is the best way to learn. Okay, so we're going to start with this amazing sound. What do you think the verb related to this is? Pause the video, write it down. So what do you think that's representing? In English first. What is she doing? Okay, next one. What do you think this one is? Write it down. In English. And this one. And this one here, what do you think it's doing? And this one here, what do you think they're doing? Okay. So the first one we have here, I'm going to pause that awful music. The first one we have here is to listen to something or listening. And the word for that, I'm going to let her say it first.
Escuchar.
Is escuchar. So can you have a go at saying that, please? I'll let her say it again.
Escuchar.
Escuchar. Escuchar. Try and say it a couple of times. Escuchar means to listen. Okay, the next one is to eat. To eat.
Comer.
And it's comer. Comer. Can you have a go at saying that, please? Comer. Comer. Notice how I break it down into 2 bits. We've got comer. Comer. So this one is to drink. To drink.
Beber.
And again, I'm going to listen to that one more time to see if I can split it apart.
Beber.
I'm going to say that's beber. Beber. Again, we've got that bay, bear. Beber.
Beber.
Beber. Have a go at saying that, please. This one is watching TV. Now, if you look at that, I'm sure you can see which word in there means television or TV. You've got this here, which means this must be to watch. Let's hear how she says it.
Ver la tele.
Okay, so we've got ver la tele. Ver la tele.
Ver la tele.
Ver la tele. It's almost like this is one word, ver la tele, and this is one word, ver la tele.
Ver la tele.
See if you can have a go at that then. So, ver la tele.
Ver la tele.
And as I say, the best way you can learn this is just by saying it over and over again until you feel comfortable saying it. Now this one, despite the fact we've got some maths going on here on the board, is just to write, is to write something down. And if you notice here, it looks like the word scribe, or it's got scrib, but it's almost scribe in the middle. And to scribe in English means to write. So it's very similar. Let's hear how they say it.
Escribir.
Okay, so we can hear that so I know it starts with escri. Let's hear it again.
Escribir.
Escribir. I can definitely hear the S at the beginning and the beer at the end.
Escribir.
Escribir. Again, you don't need to be perfect with your pronunciation. It's about getting as close as you can. So I would say for that, it's escribir. You have a go at saying it. Escribir. Escribir. And then when you get more confident, say it a bit quicker. Escribir. So, those are our 5 new verbs. So, just to recap, we have this one here. Now, this one is to eat. Can you have a go at saying, because we're just saying at the moment, can you have a go at saying that word in Spanish? And I'll tell you what it is in a second, but see if you can remember it. So that one is to eat. Okay, so to eat
Comer.
is comer. Comer. Can you have a go at this one? To drink. To drink. See if you can remember what it is. Say it a few times. Okay, this one
Beber.
is beber. Beber. This one in the middle here is to write. Can you remember what to write is? Remember, it's similar to an English word that kind of means the same thing. Okay, so this one here
Escribir.
is escribir. Escribir. This one up here is watching TV. I'm sure we're all doing a lot of that at the moment. Can you remember what it is in Spanish, though? So this one
Ver la tele.
is ver la tele. Ver la tele. And the bottom right here, have a pause, see if you can think what that one is. So that one is to listen. And to listen is
Escuchar.
escuchar. Escuchar. Okay, so what I'd like you to do now is you saw the spellings on the previous slides. And if you're not sure, I'm just going to show them again. Without the awful music. So, we've got escuchar. Escuchar means to listen. So if you haven't written that down yet, please write it down now. Escuchar. We then have this one, which means to eat, and that is comer. Comer. Write it down. To eat means comer. We have to drink, which is beber. Beber. Okay? To drink, beber. Write it down. We have watching TV, which is ver la tele. Ver la tele. Ver la tele. Write it down. Or escribir it. As we know, that means to write. Escribir. And talk about it and it shall come. We have to write, which means escribir. Escribir. Okay, so I'm going to point to one of these, and then you're going to pause the video and have a go at writing down its word in Spanish for me. And then I'll play it afterwards to see if you got it right. So we're going to start with number 2. You can't quite see it, but see if you can work out what it is. Write it down now. Okay, so for number 2,
Comer.
you should have had comer. Comer. Which, if you remember, means to eat. Let's go for this one over here. Write it down. Okay, so this one is watching TV, and it is
Ver la tele.
ver la tele. Ver la tele. We're going to go for this one in the middle, please. Write it down now. Okay, so this one is to write, and it is
Escribir.
escribir. Escribir. And we're going to go for this one, please, down the bottom here. Write it down now. Okay, and this one is?
Escuchar.
Escuchar. Escuchar. And then we have this one over here on the bottom left. Write it down now. And this one must be to drink because it's the only one left.
Beber.
And it is beber. Beber. Okay. So, what I'd like to do now, very similar to the last one really, is you have got the letters A, B, C, D and E, and the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd like you to match the correct letter to the correct number, please. Have a go at that now. Okay, and hopefully you're back with me. So we got this one here. Now this one is to eat, which is comer. So it's A2. A2. B is watching TV. So that is ver la tele. Or no, ver la tele. Ver la tele. So it's B1. B1. C is to drink. Now to drink is beber. Beber. So it's C4. Beber. D is to listen. And that is escuchar. Escuchar. So it's D5, which must mean E is to write, which is number 3, escribir. Escribir. So it's E3. Okay, so those are the 5 new verbs for today. Very similar to last week. What I would like you to have a go at, because we're still all about learning the words at the moment, we are going to be putting them into sentences, but that comes a little bit later. For now, we're just learning the new vocabulary. So, like last week, you've got a choice. I'd like you to make a poster of the new words, and I saw some fantastic entries on Seesaw last time. However, what I thought we could do this time is you've got 2 choices. You can either make me a poster, and that's great, and I will leave a sheet on the website for you to use, okay, which will look like this one here. So you'll have a sheet to use with some pictures on already for you, and then you can just write the words underneath it if you want to. However, what you could also do, because we have Seesaw, is you could record yourself saying the words in Spanish and then what they mean in English. And that would be really fantastic. We would really love to see your attempts at saying words in Spanish, so it's not just me getting them wrong. You'll probably do much better than I do anyway. Okay? So if some of you could do that, I would really appreciate it, and I really look forward to seeing you having a go at it and actually saying the words. Okay? For now, thank you for listening at my attempt at Spanish. We move on to lesson 3 next week. See you all soon.